Set out on a journey through the towering peaks and verdant valleys of Stonetalon Mountains, brave travelers, and behold the breathtaking vistas that unfold before us. Join me, the lore master of these contested heights, where the many trails and hidden caves hold secrets waiting to be unveiled. Prepare yourself for encounters with both the forces of nature and the conflicts that shape this land, where we shall navigate the intricate narratives that weave through the mountains of Stonetalon, revealing the enduring spirit of its peoples and the sacred connections that bind them to this untamed wilderness. In times unmarked by the quills of the wise, this vast area was but a series of gentle hills. Little is known of these ancient times, shrouded in mystery and the mists of creation itself. The cataclysmic event known as the Sundering reshaped the very fabric of the world. The once serene hills were thrust upward, as if by the hands of the gods, transforming into the jagged peaks and sprawling canyons we know today. This monumental upheaval birthed the Stonetalon Mountains, forging a landscape of breathtaking beauty and perilous terrain. Amidst this chaos, the Harpies claimed these heights as their ancestral home, a species of hunting birds that still inhabit these cliffs to this very day. After the world found its balance once more, the Night Elves and the Tauren, drawn by the rhythms of the natural world, discovered a shared sanctuary in the mountain's protective embrace. Stonetalon became a land of sacred groves and ancient rites, where both races lived in harmony with the land and each other for centuries. It was a world unmarked by the strife and turmoil that would come to define its future. The Third War saw these mountains become a crucible of unity in the face of annihilation. Here, the Horde and the Alliance stood together, a beacon of cooperation against the demonic forces of the Burning Legion, demonstrating that even the fiercest of enemies can find common ground when the world itself is at stake. Yet, peace is a fleeting dream in Azeroth, and the once existing bonds between the Horde and the Alliance have been severely tested, frayed by ongoing tensions and rivalries, leaving a fragile truce hanging by a thread. Amidst this backdrop, the Stonetalon Mountains have since faced a new peril brought forth by the Venture Company. Driven by greed, this goblin-run cartel has scarred the landscape, their relentless pursuit of Azeroth's riches leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Today, the mountains remain a contested and dangerous area, rich in lore and legend. Its history of conflict, natural beauty, and hazardous terrain continues to attract adventurers, settlers, and those seeking to exploit its resources. So come, explore the contrasting beauty of the surrounding environment, scale its rugged peaks, and let us uncover the secrets hidden within the ravines that mark the wild spirit of this land, where every path holds a story waiting to be uncovered. In the heart of Kalimdor lies a region of untamed wilderness and soaring heights, a place where the earth touches the sky. This range of towering peaks forms a rugged spine across the land, sheltering diverse ecosystems within its embrace, and serves as a natural bridge between the contrasting landscapes of the continent. To the north of the Stonetalon Mountains lies Vale, a vast forest brimming with life hidden beneath its canopy, where ancient ruins lie veiled in thick foliage and serene glades offer a tranquil retreat from the world outside. Due east, the scenery transforms into the arid expanses of the Barrens. This vast savanna, with its wide, open skies and sun-baked earth stretching towards the horizon, is a land of survival and endurance, where water is scarce and the heat of the sun is relentless. Further south lies Desolus, a solitary and desolate plain that seems forgotten by time. Desolus presents a landscape of expansive terrains, sparse vegetation, and the relentless wind that sweeps across its wide, open spaces. Located at the heart of the region is Stonetalon Peak, the tallest and most revered mountain, crowned with thick forests and overlooking the surrounding vistas. This sacred monument has been a place of quiet majesty for centuries, where the night elves and tauren have long come to commune with the spirits of nature. However, not all of Stonetalon's tale is one of natural beauty. As one travels southward, the evergreens give way to less forested areas, where only sparse trees dare to take root. The venture company, with its insatiable hunger for resources, has left deep scars upon the land, particularly in the Charred Vale and at Windshear Crag, illustrating the cost of greed through its reckless logging and mining operations. Despite these challenges, the mountains remain a sanctuary for an astonishing variety of wildlife, including chimeras, harpies, and dangerous spiders. From the elusive wyverns that nest around Mirkfallon Lake to the thunder lizards that rumble through the valleys with prehistoric might, life in its myriad forms continues to thrive amidst adversity. As dawn breaks over the horizon, one cannot help but feel a deep sense of connection to this ancient land, where every stone and stream tells a story of struggle and hope. The first light of day gently brushes the peaks of the Stonetalon Mountains, casting a golden glow across the landscape. These mountains stand as guardians of history, reaching towards the sky as a tribute to the natural world, where its geography and environment weave together a complex narrative of life, loss, and rebirth. It is a chapter in the larger story of a world that continues to evolve, a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains all beings and the responsibility of all who walk this earth to protect and preserve it for generations to come. With the sunrise warming their backs, a band of horde explorers trudges along the Webwinder path. The Greatwood Vale, now illuminated by the soft morning light, welcomes them into its embrace. Upon reaching the border to the Stonetalon Mountains, the adventurers stumble upon Macabre Flathoof, a tauren of imposing stature. He appears weary yet resolute, his eyes reflecting a mix of relief and sorrow. Macabre recounts a harrowing escape from Camp Aparaje, his tauren village just up the road, now smouldering ruins overrun by the merciless Grimtotem tribe. His voice, heavy with grief, speaks of the night when Grundig Darkcloud and his followers descended upon his village, setting it ablaze and slaughtering those who could not flee in time. In the ensuing chaos, Macabre found himself cut off from his daughter Kaya, left uncertain whether she managed to escape or fell victim to the assault. Determined to aid the tauren and avenge the fallen, the adventurers vow to confront the Grimtotem menace. The tribe seeks to purge Kalimdor of lesser races and reclaim their ancestral lands. They often resort to unprovoked violence and chaos, an aggressive extreme of the usually pacifistic tauren. The group learns from Macabre that the aggressors' strength is concentrated at Grimtotem Post, a fortified encampment from which they launch their brutal raids. He describes the varied forces of the clan, brutes, ruffians, sorcerers and mercenaries, all loyal to their fierce chieftain. In the seclusion of the stronghold, where casual intruders dare not tread, lies Grundig's tent of operations, which now also serves as the prison of Kaya Flathoof. Her presence, although alive, remains hidden amidst the chaos of the Grimtotem encampment, awaiting discovery by those who dare to challenge the tribe's tyranny. Yet her fate remains uncertain, a flickering beacon of hope, yearning for the day she can reunite with her worrisome father. As we continue our journey, the lush, forested valley of the Stonetalon Mountains breathes life around us, a stark contrast to the arid expanses of the barrens we have just left behind. With lifted spirits by the sight of verdant growth, we remain wary, for we have been warned of the dangers lurking nearby. Not even a stone's throw away, we come across Malaka'jin, a settlement of the Darkspear tribe. This small community of troll hunters, skilled in their craft, provide for their village through the sale of their wild catches to passing horde adventurers. Their market, though modest, is a lively centre of commerce, where tales of the hunt are exchanged as freely as the goods on offer, and the air is filled with the rich aroma of cooking fires and the sounds of troll chatter. Deep within a cave in the eastern part of the village, a more somber scene unfolds. Witch Doctor Jinzil, a figure of both respect and fear among his people, presides over his domain. Surrounded by cages holding his night elven prisoners, captured in the ongoing conflicts of the region, he prepares for a dark ritual. The cave, illuminated by the eerie glow of torchlight, echoes with the whispers of the jungle troll's incantations. In a chilling act of savagery, he uses his profound expertise in potions and curses in macabre experiments aimed at uncovering secrets held by his captives. Jinzil releases his concoction, a lethal poison that claims the lives of the imprisoned elves. As their wisps ascend, leaving behind the mortal world, the cave transforms into a grim marker of the witch doctor's power and the delicate equilibrium between warfare and harmony in the Stonetalon Mountains. This event casts a long shadow over the village, highlighting the intricate web of challenges and repercussions stemming from the perpetual conflicts in these ancient lands. We continue our journey along a path alive with the sounds of nature. Spiders scuttle in the underbrush, rams graze on the sparse vegetation, and the distant roar of thunder lizards echoes through the air. Critters of all kinds dart across the road, contributing to the symphony of natural sounds that accompany those who travel in this wild domain. Not far from the main road, Boulderslide Ravine breaks the monotony of the surrounding mountain ranges. This narrow gorge, rich in mining nodes, guides us deeper into the Boulderslide caverns. Illuminated by flickering torches, the smallest cavern reveals walls adorned with tribal art, possibly crafted by Tauran forebears. Around, long-forgotten barrels lie scattered, telling tales of a past now silent. Deep within the opposite caverns, the atmosphere shifts. Here, kobolds scurry about, their eyes gleaming as they diligently mine the resonite minerals, a rare, glowing purple crystal infused with earthen magic. These undergrounds are their kingdom, and they guard their treasures fiercely. But the true marvel lies hidden deeper within, where a resonite cask houses Gogorok, a slumbering earthen deity worshipped by the kobolds. The air is thick with anticipation, as if the cavern itself awaits the awakening of its guardian. The road winds further, leading us to the entrance of Sishir Canyon. The canyon has long since succumbed to the deep moss spiders. Their presence is overwhelming. Eggs and webbing coat every surface, creating a snare of impending doom. As one travels into the canyon, the silence is deafening. The only sound is the soft tread of footsteps on the web-covered ground. This is no place for the faint-hearted, for it is the domain of Bessleth, the monstrous orange-brown tarantula that reigns supreme over her kin. With a bounty on her head, it beckons the bold to her lair. Yet, as the challenge is cast, one can't help but wonder who will dare to answer it. Will the might of Besseleth be met, or will the canyon's silence swallow the ambitions of these would-be heroes whole? The road twists and turns, leading us eastward towards the bare expanse of Windshear Crag, a stark reminder of the cost of unchecked industry. Once a lush, old-growth forest situated near the border of Vale, the crag now lies barren. The landscape is a tragic tableau of tree stumps, polluted waters, and the incessant groan of machinery, marking the destructive operations of the venture company's logging expedition. In the southeast corner of the headland, the Windshear mine tunnels deep into the earth, where kobolds toil in search of smoky iron ingots, oblivious to the chaos above. To the northeast, the Talondeep Path offers a hidden journey beneath the rugged terrain, stretching all the way to Vale, a secret artery running through the mountainside. The Black Wolf River carves its way through the crag, bearing the burdens of progress, its once pristine waters now laden with the pollutants from rampant deforestation. The lake, a small body of water once teeming with life, now lies beneath an enormous structure built by the venture company, its surface reflecting the crimson sky above as a mirror to the destruction wrought by one man's ambition. At the center of this devastation, we find Gorenzo Wrenchwhistle, a gnome who has transcended his flesh and blood existence to become a fusion of flesh and machinery, overseeing the operation from his perch near the water wheel. A brilliant engineer in Gnome Regan, before radiation and ambition twisted him into a leper gnome, Gorenzo's creation of the Super Reaper 6000 stands as a monument to his genius and his folly. Travelers venturing through the Windshear Crag cannot help but reflect on the contrast between the venture company's insatiable greed for resources and the fervent calls for the protection of nature by both the Tauren and the Night Elves. As one witnesses the scarred landscapes and contaminated waters, the discord between the drive for technological advancement and the intrinsic value of the natural world becomes painfully apparent. Undeterred by his impact on the environment, Gorenzo watches over his domain, his legacy written in the sawdust and pollution that blankets the valley. The echo of his machinery fades into the distance, leaving behind a lingering question: what mark do we wish to leave on the canvas of the world? Leaving behind the Windshear Crag, we travel west, towards the heart of the region. Nestled amid the rugged peaks of the Stonetalon Mountains, Sunrock Retreat, with its inviting Tauren-inspired structures, emerges as a serene hub for travelers. Hidden south of Mirkfallon Lake, this settlement is alive with the activity of horde adventurers, and has become a place where warriors and healers alike converge to exchange goods, tales, and plans for the future. Magran Earthbinder, the Tauren leader of the village, carries the weight of his role with a stoic grace. Time and battles have etched deep lines into his face, hardening both his skin and soul. Yet, the serene environment of Sunrock Retreat offers him solace, a gentle reminder of the Earth Mother's blessings amidst the turmoil. Magran's presence is a beacon of strength and wisdom for the inhabitants, embodying the resilience and determination required to overcome the ever-present dangers and threats that pervade the region. Among the inhabitants, we happen across Braylin Firehand, a figure shrouded in complexity and intrigue. She walks among the Horde forces with a hidden agenda. While outwardly Braylin portrays the image of a loyal servant, her true allegiance lies with the wicked machinations of the Shadow Council. Her mission in Stonetalon is as dark as it is ambitious, seeking to unravel the natural protections of the area to harness its magical energies. In contrast to Firehand's destructive path, Tamra Winfield embodies the healing spirit of the Earth Mother. Positioned in a quiet corner of Sunrock Retreat, she dedicates herself to the restoration of the Charred Vale located further inland. Through the collection of Jaya seeds, Tamra works tirelessly to imbue new life into the devastated environment, striving to restore the cycle of rebirth and the resilience of nature. Her shamanistic rites, invoking the blessings of the ancestral spirits of the land, aim to transform the simple seeds into symbols of hope and renewal, illustrating the profound connection between the Tauren and the forces of life. Guided by Tamra's wisdom, our path leads us briefly to the serene shores of Mirkfallon Lake, an untamed repository for the seeds needed for the restoration of areas yet to explore. The lake itself, a haven of natural beauty, is alive with an array of creatures. Majestic pride-wing wyverns glide through the skies, their nests clinging to the mountainsides, while thunderous lizards roam the banks, each species contributing to the vibrant display of life that defines this idyllic setting. While our stay at Mirkfallon Lake is brief, it leaves an indelible mark on our exploration nonetheless. With the seeds of renewal securely gathered, we travel onward, our journey unfolding endlessly before us. At the far northwestern end of this mountainous terrain, situated within a lush mountain valley, lies Stonetalon Peak, an alliance settlement harmoniously integrated into the natural world. This tranquil haven, maintained by the druids of the nearby Talon Den, acts as a deep connection between the Night Elves and the land they vow to protect. The den itself, a sacred barrow carved into the side of the peak, is home to the Cenarian caretakers and Mirkfallon dryads. It is a vital retreat for the many druids to slumber and commune with the Emerald Dream. Within this hallowed space, they seek to align with the rhythms of the natural world, ensuring the balance and vitality of the land around them. Deep within the confines of the den, Brother Ravenoak, a figure of rare sight, slumbers in one of the inner chambers. Ravenoak, a Cenarian druid of great renown, and with a deep bond with the bear spirit, is rarely seen out of bear form, embracing his profound connection to the wilds. Here, amidst the ancient trees and whispering winds, powerful items are safeguarded, their secrets known only to the den's inhabitants. Yet, beneath their vigilant watch, dark undercurrents stir. Driven by Braylin Firehand's insidious will, she covertly seeks the caches hidden within, each a treasure trove of arcane knowledge and immense power. It falls upon the shoulders of Rinthariel, the keymaster of the den, alongside gatekeeper Cordurus, to vigilantly guard the entrance, ensuring that its secrets remain unspoiled by outside forces. With the gatekeeper's key, hidden within a small lantern by the doorway, Rinthariel holds the ability to unlock the path to the Talon Den hoard, a culmination of light and magic revealing treasures of untold worth. We set our sights southward, towards the area known as the Charred Vale. The Vale was consumed by a monumental devastation. What was once a vibrant land, teeming with life, has been transformed. The forest floors turn to ash, and the air, heavy with the scent of burnt wood, carries the weight of despair. Blood-fury harpies, their shrieks piercing the somber silence, claim dominion over this blighted landscape, alongside the emerald basilisks and two-headed chimeras. The arrival of fire and earth elementals, unleashed by the reckless endeavors of the venture company, has only added to the chaos, their fiery wrath consuming what little remains of the ancient trees. Amidst this desolation, our thoughts turn to Tsunamun, the water elemental located at the Sunrock Retreat. This noble guardian of the natural order harbors a deep disdain for the fire elementals and their destructive blaze. Representing the Tribunal of the Tides, his mission to extinguish their presence from Stonetalon Mountains mirrors our own efforts to heal the Charred Vale. In this moment of reflection, the adventurers suddenly recall Tamra Windfield's wish to see the Vale return to its former splendor. With a sense of urgency, they rummage through their backpacks, finding the enchanted seeds they had almost forgotten about. These seeds, imbued with the power to breathe life into the barren earth, represent a new chapter of hope for the area. Touched by Tamra's healing mission and inspired by Tsunamun's elemental quest for balance, the adventurers step cautiously into the heart of the Vale, determined to restore the cycle of life to this ravaged land by planting the seeds in the many fertile mounds of soil scattered throughout the barren terrain. And now, dear wanderers, as our time in the Stonetalon Mountains comes to an end, we leave behind its towering peaks and steep valleys, carrying with us tales of resilience and exploration, and the beauty witnessed in these remarkable lands. Our band of brave adventurers, now enriched with the lessons and lore of the region, sets their sights on the horizon, where the bleak expanse of Desolus awaits. As the shadows lengthen and the last light of day caresses the towering cliffs of the mountains, our trails diverge, each of us stepping forward into our own destiny. Yet the call of adventure is ceaseless, and the lands of Azeroth are vast. Farewell for now, but not forever. Until our paths cross again, and may you find in your own journeys the same spirit of discovery and camaraderie that has guided us through the mountains of Stonetalon.